I'm here in front of Smallwood Dam, as you can see behind me in the background. I do want to give a big thanks to everyone who's been liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and sharing all these videos. It is a huge help and I really appreciate it. I also want to thank my new Patreon, Rick,
as well as Mark, Leanne, and Kevin.
If you want to support my channel either through Patreon or PayPal, the links for those are in the description down below. And also thank everyone for the letters that they've been sending to my P.O. Box. I'll pop the address up on the screen if you want to send me anything there. By this time, the 24/7 live cam feed should be up on Edenville Dam. I also want to get live cams set up on every single dam in this water system. I mean, Secord, Smallwood, Edenville, Tobacco River, and Sanford Dam. This does cost a lot of money though, especially setting up pan tilt zoom cameras. Hopefully I'm able to get one at Edenville Dam before the work begins there. If you want to support that, you can also donate money through my Patreon or PayPal accounts down below. No pressure there though. I would rather people donate to the efforts in Sanford and Edenville, actually supporting other families and stuff. I am also a supporter of donating money to Sanford and Edenville community. But if you have some extra cash and you want to see these efforts through, that's where you can go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around now and we can take a closer look at Smallwood Dam. Looks quite a bit different from when I was here earlier this summer. We now have snow on the ground, so hopefully this is staying off the lens pretty well. I'm going to try to get my drone up in the air. These are not ideal conditions to fly in, but we should be able to get some good footage. It's definitely pretty scenery out here today. Of course, the water's all froze down here. Four Lakes Task Force is urging people to stay off the lake beds yet, especially this water. You know, this is a river moving yet. In a river, the ice is always thinner and the water level can fluctuate, can go up and down when they're working on these dams. So you don't want to go out here, fall through the ice. Also for people snowmobiling, you know, watch out for these tree stumps. I really just encourage people to be safe on these lake beds. If you can stay off them, but you know, I know there is tempting. There's a lot of land here. We have Smallwood Dam back here. You can't see much work happening from this side. So I'm gonna go ahead, go over to that side of the dam and see if we can get a little bit closer look, as well as see what we can see on the drone.
In this aerial view, you can see the snow was really coming down. I filmed here after filming up at Secord Lake. You can see Smallwood Lake, how big it was in the background. Quite a bit smaller than the other lakes. And now I'm just coming down in altitude with the drone. I am facing north with the drone, so it is upstream is towards the top of the frame, downstream towards the bottom. As you can tell, the water is flowing through the dam downstream. Both gates are open on Smallwood Dam here. Another shot towards the south now facing, and this is a good view showing those Tanner gates fully retracted, allowing the water to flow through Smallwood Dam.
I'm over here on the other side of Smallwood Dam now. Hopefully you can see pretty well, but I'm going to kind of go over the interim repairs that are needed for the winter time here. Again, these are only interim repairs for the winter time, and they're not made to be able to bring up the lake level. Those repairs are going to be done in January of 2022. The interim repairs that are needed to make this dam safe for the springtime, the snow melt, and winter runoff are that up here, there's this vent, this fan vent coming out of the side of the building. You know, you saw the water shooting out of that on Jacuzzi Bus Guys. I'll probably post that video again and you can see that water shooting out of there. That will need to be closed off.
As I just stated, this is video from Jacuzzi Bus Guy back on May 19th, 2020, when all this flooding was occurring. And you can see that water is just shooting right out of that fan vent. They're trying to shove some riprap in this area down on the dock that has fallen off of Smallwood Dam to stop some of that erosion. By the looks of it, this dock did help prevent a lot of the erosion though, and may have kept this dam from being swept downriver. This next shot, you'll be able to see how this fan vent looks now. Of course, the deck has been removed and more riprap has been put in place here, but the 2x4 right there above the vent is where that deck was mounted to.
Now down here by the dam, the Tanner gates down here are going to need some new gate chains welded on here as well. Make them a little bit safer to be able to lower and raise those safely. Also, this over here This left training wall, you can see how that's all busted off. That will need to be shored up.
Coming in with a close-up shot with the drone now. I'm going to take a close-up view of the dam. Over here on the right-hand side, when I pan around, we'll be able to see that training wall that has been busted off. Coming into frame right now, we can see that concrete portion that used to be there in that wall. It's just completely gone now. A little bit of riprap down the side of the dam here on the back side of it. Another aerial view, going to fly right over top of the spill gates and give a bird's eye view of the water flowing over Smallwood Dam. The Tainer gates on this dam will need to be shored up as well. They will be doing some welding on them, some new chains, some new shackles to make sure that they're able to lift these gates up and down. I was told that this work will be expanding on the lifting capabilities and they'll be able to lift those gates even higher than before.
There's also a bunch of concrete holes that need to be patched on this dam, as well as adding fill all around the area.
These next few clips I'm going to let play through, but this was on the day that I was filming in this location. You can tell all the snow coming down. I'm also going to show back on the summertime what the dam looked like, and then back on May 19th as well. Pay close attention to the amount of riprap and erosion in these locations. It is a little bit hard to see this with the amount of snow on the ground right now. You can kind of see the riprap that is down by the water's edge though. A good orientation point to keep in mind is to look where the sheet pile wall is, coming around over here to the right hand side, because in these next clips it may be hard to kind of locate where you're viewing from and the vantage point. I will try to explain this as well when I'm flying over the area. So flying over this other side of the sheet pile wall, we can see all the riprap that's located down here. Again, a lot of this is underneath the snow. You can see there's some wildlife tracks in this area though. Looks like they've been following the wall up to Smallwood Lake. And then up to the driveway that is the access point for this side of Smallwood Dam. Now back on July 30th of 2020, you can see it was a lot more green. Again, the riprap still looks the same here, and we can see that sheet pile wall over here on the right hand side. And as I fly up there, nothing has really changed back from July. However, Four Lakes Task Force has just taken ownership of these dams and are going to start working on Smallwood Dam now, shoring that up before all that springtime runoff and snow melt will be heading down Smallwood Lake into the Tittabawassee River. Now back on May 19th, we can see the water that was running over the access wall there, and all this riprap was getting washed away right alongside that sheet pile wall. Just a ton of erosion happening in this area, as well as down here by the dam. All that area that currently has riprap was all eroded before. Another view directly over the Smallwood Dam spillway. Quite a bit of water flowing over this area right now. I'm going to pan up here and we can take a look downstream of the Tittabawassee River.
These repairs are going to cost about $500,000, and that's half of the $1 million repairs allocated here to Smallwood Dam. Let's take a quick look downriver here now. Things are looking pretty peaceful. You can see all the snow coming down right now. Really nice picture. I'm going to go ahead now, grab the drone, get that up in the air, and then we'll take some closer looks here at Smallwood Dam.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.